Right there.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch. Switch. Deuce, deuce. Deuce, deuce. Check him. Sunday. Check. Let him go. Hot, hot. Check. Let him go.
The 1st down throw for Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. 32 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones's rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They go play action. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes the 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3-and-out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
go. 180. Mike, 45. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Wait. Let's go now.
Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Jameis again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Play action now. Winston under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, stop. Out. Check. Crunch.
Off the play fake. Winston sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
13.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Flush to his right. He'll let it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A throw over the middle, taken in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready, blue ready. Here we go, 46-yard line.
First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Airing this one out for Evans. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 54 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain of 6 there on first. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Winston again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 11.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go. Watch the screen. 11. Sponge. No.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Let's go.
Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50. Right there, 54 Mike.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Right there.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 31, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go. 180. You better be afraid of 21. You better be afraid of me. Go team, spill.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
here we go.